Expert predictions for the national championship game, Ohio State vs. Notre Dame. As the college football playoff national championship game approaches, experts are divided on who will come out on top when Ohio State faces Notre Dame. Both teams have their strengths, but the key to victory lies in how each team executes their game plan. Here's a breakdown of expert predictions. Who will win and why? Matt Hayes, USA Today Sports Network, Ohio State. Hayes picks the Buckeyes to win but acknowledges that Notre Dame's winning formula, featuring a strong defense and smart football, could still make this a close game. He isn't ruling out an Irish victory. Mike Berardino, South Bend Tribune, Notre Dame, 33-27 in double overtime. Berardino goes with the Fighting Irish, citing culture as a key factor in their success. He believes their leadership and playing smart football will help them outlast Ohio State in a thrilling extended game. Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch, Ohio State by 2 scores. Kaufman feels confident about Ohio State's chances, emphasizing their offensive weapons, particularly at wide receiver, and a strong defense that has kept opponents at bay all season. What should Notre Dame's strategy be? Mike Berardino. Notre Dame should aim to shorten the game by controlling the clock with Leonard on designed runs. The goal would be to move the chains and avoid overburdening the offensive line, giving the defense a chance to make an impact. Joey Kaufman. Kaufman suggests that Notre Dame should try to make this a grinding defensive battle, similar to what Michigan did against Ohio State. By forcing Ohio State to play in tight spaces, Notre Dame could capitalize on any mistakes. Key matchup. Position groups to watch. Matt Hayes. The lines of scrimmage will be crucial. Ohio State has dominated the trenches this season, but Notre Dame has held its own against top teams like Georgia and Penn State. The Irish will have to keep the Buckeyes' front from overpowering them, particularly in pass protection against star receivers Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Egbuka. Mike Berardino. Notre Dame's secondary will be tested by Ohio State's elite wide receivers. The Irish held Marvin Harrison Jr. to just 32 yards last season, but they'll need to figure out how to handle multiple weapons in the passing game, including Egbuka and tight end Cade Stover. Joey Kaufman. Kaufman highlights Notre Dame's #1 pass efficiency defense against Ohio State's potent receiving core as the most intriguing matchup. Will the Irish's man coverage be enough to contain freshman sensation Jeremiah Smith? Coaching future. Freeman vs. Day. Matt Hayes. Hayes thinks Ryan Day might be more likely to leave for the NFL, especially given some of the dissatisfaction among Ohio State fans despite his success. Marcus Freeman, on the other hand, is expected to stay at Notre Dame, as he's built something special in South Bend and hasn't yet explored the NFL coaching world. Mike Berardino. Berardino also believes Ryan Day is more likely to move to the NFL given his previous coaching experience with Chip Kelly. Freeman, while highly respected, has never coached professionally and is seen as being firmly committed to Notre Dame. Joey Kaufman. Kaufman gives the edge to Ryan Day, noting his NFL coaching background and the fact that this will be his 7th season at Ohio State, potentially signaling a crossroads in his career. Parity in college football. The impact of NIL and transfer portal. Joey Kaufman. The transfer portal has made it harder for elite teams to stockpile talent. With more players seeking playing time elsewhere, talent is more evenly spread across the college football landscape, leading to greater parity. Matt Hayes. Hayes notes that NIL has leveled the playing field to some extent, giving even non-blue blood programs the ability to compete for top talent. However, he acknowledges that traditional powers still have the advantage in terms of financial resources, which could make it difficult for smaller programs to catch up. Looking to the future. Expansion of the playoff. Joey Kaufman. It took 10 years for the CFP to expand from 4 to 12 teams, and Kaufman believes it could take another decade before we see a 24-team playoff, especially with the revenue-generating concerns in play. Mike Berardino. Berardino suggests waiting for the 12-team bracket to settle in before considering further expansion. The current format allows more teams access to the playoff, but any talk of a larger bracket may be premature. Conclusion. A hard-fought battle. This national championship matchup promises to be a close one, with experts leaning toward Ohio State, but acknowledging that Notre Dame's defense and leadership under Leonard could make for a thrilling, competitive game. Ultimately, the outcome may come down to which team executes better, especially in the trenches and in the passing game.